On the table today, we are checking back with Transformers Cyberverse with the Transformers Action Attackers. We have Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Bumblebee, and Starscream, each with a conversion gimmick and quick transformation.
Oh, big deal! I've been quick transformationing a long time.
So you're the flying squirrel. We'll start today just like how the show started off with Bumblebee and his sting shot. On the back of the box, heroic Bumblebee, function, courageous scout, convert to activate, sting shot. I like the stinger feature with Bumblebee. 9 steps of transformation plus other figures available, which we are looking at today. Bumblebee, let's sting you out of package. And Bumblebee flies out of package. It's funny, as each new Transformers series debuts, the Transformers themselves get simpler and simpler. Looking at this guy makes the last series look much more complicated.
Hey, I had lots to work on. I was in charge, okay?
Don't get me wrong about the simplicity of this new series though. I really like simplicity with Transformers. I want to be able to transform from robot to car pretty quickly, and not spending an entire hour trying to figure out why the panels aren't piecing together perfectly. So simplicity is the key for me. Bumblebee's articulation is pretty basic but enough to get things done. We have head rotation, we have shoulder rotation, looks like 360, although this shoulder does like to pop off. Looks like we have an elbow, about 90 degrees there, not too much. This arm has the action feature, so I don't see an elbow involved. Then we have ball jointed hips, so a lot of movement there, and knees. No feet though to kind of move around. What do we have for instructions here? As indicated on the back of the box, we have 9 steps of transformation. Before we transform though, let's check on this convert to activate sting shot. How are we going to pull this off? Lower Bumblebee's arm, raise Bumblebee's windshield piece up slightly. Now press back down on the Autobot insignia on the windshield piece. And activating the stinger. The stinger rotates a little bit in the process of flipping up. Not too bad. Very simple to set up. One more time. And there we go. That's a gimmick I can get on board with. Really simple and not overdone. Okay, let's transform Bumblebee. Step 1, flip up the windshield. Looks like something from GoBots. Rotate stinger arm back down in step 2. Step 3 will flip up the back end. Step 4, smash the feet together. Step 5, all sorts of chaos. Slam Bumblebee down with the windshield out. And to then move that windshield roof piece back up and around for step 6. Step 7, fit into place. That stinger arm. Step 8, fold in the front bumper. Step 9, flip over the hood. And Bumblebee is transformed. That was the most refreshing 9 steps of transformation I think I've ever performed. Simple, very seamless, tight-fitting. Holy Autobot, that was fun. Vehicle mode is looking really good too. I like how the vehicle design is a little more rounded with Bumblebee this time, although I don't remember him having a spoiler on the show. Did he have a spoiler? I have to look closely. So if you're looking for a really fun, quick play Bumblebee that still holds well with really good transformation and doesn't feel too younger audience, check out Stingshot Bumblebee. And he drives pretty well too. Moving on to the Transformer with all the crazy antics, Wing Slice Starscream. On the back of the box, Starscream, evil, function, scheming, second in command. Convert to activate, Wing Slice. Only 7 steps of transformation. Gotta love that. Alright, Scream of Star, let's Wing Slice you out of pack. Starscream outside of package. There's a really nice classic look with these. Good Starscream gray, red, and blue, and I like the blue rocket cannon arms. Those are often included with Starscream but never really done just right. In this version, it's basic but looks really well done. The back of Starscream's legs aren't that exciting though. Pretty hollow, very Happy Meal-esque. But I can't help but like this robot mode. It looks like it would be fun to play with. I'm noticing though, in robot mode, those wings like to flip around. I wonder if that has to do with the wing slice. Let's check that out. Opening up instructions, quick detail on the wing slice, and these 7 steps of transformation. I like these instructions by the way too. With the 2-color approach, it's fairly easy to see what they want you to do. Sometimes the instructions with Power of the Primes and Titan's Return and all that were kind of hard to see. Get out the spectacles, I guess. So to activate wing slice, twist to repeat action. Do we just keep twisting? What do we do here? Well, I do feel a spring-like waist feature. Oh, this is gonna get deadly. It's getting tighter. How many twists does it take to get to the center of a Starscream action figure? How many have we done there? Like 3 or 4? I'm worried to do one more. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna let go. Whoa! That's violent. I like it. Obviously, twisting the wrong way, he'll click. Oh, too far in the twist. So maybe about 2 to 3 times when it really starts feeling tight, you're gonna want to let go. It's feeling tight right there. One more time if I can, hopefully. Okay, here we go. That is very, very cool. That is very slicey. I guess it kind of explains why his legs are so simplified. You're kind of going to be needing to grab onto those legs. They don't have much articulation, well, any other than the hips, so they probably went simple there. And again, look how he can hold out the blue rocket blaster. It just looks cool. Alright, 7 steps to Starscream. First, rotate those legs backwards. And it does feel like there's a little bit of a ratchet to it. Then we're going to flip him around and move up and out that nose piece. Gotta feel good on the back. Now things get a little weird with step 3, sit him down. Step 4, squish those legs together somehow. Step 5, fold the body in. Step 6, rotate around. Make sure that nose is pressed down. And step 7, fold those arms in so they're locked down. And I think we've got him. Not as seamless as Bumblebee. In fact, there's a little bit of questioning in how the torso kind of comes down onto the legs. I kind of can see through him right now. I believe I've got it right though. I like the quick transformation. Looks like we can fold in his landing gear somehow. Well, sort of. Maybe we have to flip him back up. Oh, gotta be painful. Now that landing gear kind of needs to be down. I was curious if you could flip out his wings and hold them to give that Cybertron butterfly look that I've seen on the show, but these will just kind of flip back into place. Those are your wing slice activators probably. Too bad they didn't hold kind of like that or something. However, I just noticed a really nice feature. Underneath each wing is a very nice bright Decepticon logo. Stands out really well. With Starscream, if I can get used to his transformation, I think I will like this toy. Not as seamless as Bumblebee, but still kind of fun to play around with. And of course, you do have to pretend fly with him. Now it's Transformers Cyberverse Wave Cannon Decepticon Shockwave. Shockwave a little harder to find than the other 3. I found this one over at Target on the back of the pegs, so you do have to look a little bit harder for him. On the back of the box, Decepticon Shockwave, Evil, Function, Twisted Scientist. I kind of wish they kept Shockwave a giant flying blaster weapon, although with Megatron commonly turning into a tank, the same thing for Shockwave just being walkable is kind of a nice continuing feature. Let's Wave Cannon Shockwave out of the package. Shockwave blasted outside of package. Very purpley as always. I don't really have too many Shockwaves in my personal Transformers collection. This might only be my second.
Hello, everybody!
I think that was a Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Shockwave without the beast stuff. Not as purpley pink as this Shockwave is though, of course. What do we have instructions? This side details 7 steps of transformation. This side details the other 8, 9, and the wave cannon. So to convert to activate that wave cannon, I guess we can flip up the cannon in robot mode. Looks kind of similar to what Megatron was doing. When a lever piece is pushed, the wave of the cannon is unleashed. That's kind of an interesting feature, a little bit rough in robot mode. Because of his transformation, Shockwave is probably the best articulated figure of the group. We have shoulders that are on hinges and can rotate, elbows on ball joints for a lot of movement, and we've got hips on ball joints. No, actually it's a pin hinge that rotates, and then there's another rotation point there, and we've got knees. All of this obviously because of his transformation. Even has feet that kind of give you a little more, so a lot of articulation there. No head rotation though. And let's transform to robot mode. So step 1, flip back that wave cannon. Step 2, flip in Shockwave's classic blaster. Step 3, flip up Shockwave's classic chest piece. I'm sure that comes in handy on a rainy day. Step 4, rotate up arms. Step 5, rotate them back all ouch-like. Step 6, rotate them around again. Back in step 5, we were supposed to flip those feet back in. And in step 7, we'll rotate them around. Step 8, probably the most painful part for Shockwave. Bending down the back knees and placing on all fours. Then step 9, flip up the wave cannon. Afterwards, you might want to adjust feet accordingly to where you want to stand him. When you think about it, he's kind of just on all fours with his chest piece flipped over his head and his arms and legs crab bent down. Shockwave's yoga here will keep him nice and flexible. And of course, if you'd like to activate the wave cannon again, simply pull back the lever on the wave cannon. Looks like it only flips up part of the wave though, the other part of the wave is underneath. I like how Shockwave turned out. Again, a quick transformation toy makes for fast play Transformers fun. Last and certainly not the least, the Transformer I like to collect the most, Transformers Cyberverse Energon Axe Attack Optimus Prime. A few weeks ago we checked out Ultimate Class Optimus Prime, which turned out to be a pretty large Transformer. Let's see how this Action Attackers Prime measures up. On the back of the box, Optimus Prime, Heroic, Function, Noble Leader. Convert to activate Energon Axe Attack, 8 steps of transformation. Alright Prime, let's roll out. Optimus Prime rolled out and onto the table, looking certainly better than he did in the box, actually. He's looking a lot better than what we got with Robots in Disguise. Aw, shucks. I'm happy with this updated classic look. So how do we convert to activate Energon Axe Attack? Let's check out the instructions. Some sort of flipping action according to the instructions. And the rest of the build. So how do we activate the Energon Axe Attack? Well, it's a little bit tricky at first to figure out. First thing we need to do is fold the axe into his arm. Then you want to position his roof piece just in the right position. Flip it over his shoulders and make sure it is bent back at a 90-degree angle. I was having trouble at first because after the packaging, it was placed like this, flat, and you could even lay it down flat. but the problem is it doesn't activate the feature. So make sure it's folded 90 degrees at that hinge point. Then to activate the axe, simply press down onto the back of this panel and it will rotate, activating the little lever inside. And the axe comes out. Not a bad little feature once I figured it out. Fold the axe back in. There's the release point, and you can actually, if you do it just right, bump it against his windscreen. It'll flip out that way too. So a couple different methods to doing it. Just a little tricky figuring it out, making sure that little lever is not bumping into the right thing. It's good to have his arm pointing down a little bit, and again, just press down this back panel and we have activated the axe. A fun axorific feature. Before we get Prime into vehicle mode, let's compare him to the Ultimate class real quick. The Voyager class is certainly much smaller than Ultimate class, but both Primes turned out to be pretty good this time. I had a lot of fun messing around with Ultimate class. If you'd like to see that review, check it out. Each one being a very nice Prime. 8 steps to transform Prime. So first we'll rotate him around. And step 1, we are going to make that back panel straight again. Back around to the front for step 2, we are going to rotate Prime's head inside. Where'd he go? He must be reading a good book inside. Then we're going to smash the legs together. Step 4, we will rotate his torso around. Step 5, we will fold his arms in, starting with the axe. And now the other arm. And now to fold those back legs back. Making sure that that axe fits into this back knee. And now we can fold in that back roof piece. And Prime is quickly transformed. Very similar to the simplicity of Bumblebee, I like it. And very similar to the size and transformation process of the original Prime. I kinda wish his back feet would fold down, that way we could put the old trailer on top of him. This is a really fun playable scale size for Optimus Prime. His front cab does appear a bit narrow, and there's some jointing exposed, but at this size, this warrior class figure will play well with the other action attackers. Roll out, Prime. And the 4 Transformers action attackers we saw today. Transform! And there we are back in robot form. The Transformers Cyberverse action attackers turned out to be pretty fun to play with. Their classic looks, simplicity in transformation, and simple working convert to activate features turned into entertaining play. I will admit though, at a higher price scale of about $15 per figure, they might be too simple at that price point. Some might feel we are getting a little less for more nowadays, which I can agree with. For play value though, it is all about Transformers Cyberverse. These things are quick to transform, should take a pretty good pounding, and give solid hours of play.
Hey Starscream, you're going to have to show me how you activate those blue rocket launchers sometime.
Anytime, Landry. We'll take over the Stampede.
Huh? See you later, suckers!
Transformers Cyberverse action attackers warrior class toys from Hasbro appear on store shelves. Fall 2018, they run approximately $15 a piece. If you're all into quick and easy transformation and classic styles, Transformers Cyberverse toys are for you. With a variety of Autobot and Decepticon Transformers and fun action gimmicks, this may be a fun Transformer series to get into. That's what I have to say about that.
My action feature are squirrels running around my name. Thanks for watching Squirrel Stampede. Please like, share, subscribe.